there, it's Karli Newman, and you are listening to Flipside of Midlife, the place for women in midlife and beyond who want to feel happy, healthy, and fulfilled. Helping you explore this beautiful chapter of life, tap into your dreams, and prioritize you are at the heart of my business, 823 Group Arizona. Let me show you how many ways you can pack your life with joy, meaning, well-being, and of course, fun. Yep, I'm here with insights and inspiration to help you foster whole life wellness so you can ensure these years are your best years. Now, I know we're probably just getting to know each other here, but one thing you should definitely know about me is that I am a high-energy human being. I'm usually a positive, fun force in a group, and you can expect me to be kind of loud, move really quickly, and unapologetically share my zest for life with you. Yes, I am absolutely an extrovert, but I really do try to respect the fact that in my truest form, I am a lot for some people. I do my best to read who I'm around and allow space for them to be who they are, so I really appreciate those who can tell me when I've asked too many questions or they just need some space or time alone. So, if we meet up and I'm a little much for you, please, by all means, touch me on the arm, or share that you're having a reflective day, or ask me to honor the introvert in you. I promise I will not be offended. I'll thank you and compliment you for standing up for what you need. Okay, now that you know a bit more about me, let's dive into today's content. My default emotion is happiness, so I'm rarely in a bad mood. But of course, I sometimes feel angry, sad, anxious, frustrated, or just in a bit of a funk. 10 years ago, I had a hard time allowing myself the space to feel and deal with my emotions in a healthy and productive way. Now, I find it easier to give myself the time I need to feel and process my emotions while recognizing how my feelings are influenced by my thoughts. I'm more open to feeling icky sometimes. I have a greater awareness of the tools that work for me, and most importantly, I'm not afraid to put my emotional needs first. The ability to identify and respect what I need, along with understanding when I'm no longer in a productive place, helps me take a step back to choose how I want to think and feel. I consider this to be one of the most important combinations of tools in my wellness toolbox. And this is where I'd like to check in with you, my friend. Do you allow yourself the space to fully feel and productively process your emotions? Are you aware of that place where you cross over into unproductive territory? Because we all do. Now, I want to stop here and clarify. I am not a mental health professional. I am a strong advocate for therapy and counseling. The message and information I share here today come from my life experience and knowledge, and always a place of love and light for you. If you are struggling in any way with your mental, emotional, or behavioral health, please seek the help of a licensed professional. There is nothing more important than caring for you, all of you. Okay, now back to our regularly scheduled program. May I ask you a few more questions? I have a few created for you to take to your thinking spot when this episode wraps, or whenever you can make space for them. If you're game, grab your journal, a notebook, or your favorite note-taking app and hit pause here until you're ready. Yes, you're back. Okay. Now, jot down these questions. Don't answer them yet. Just write them down. And yes, I will include them in the show notes for you so that you can copy and paste if you'd prefer. Number 1, how can I recognize when I am in a non-productive place with my emotions? Let me repeat. How can I recognize when I am in a non-productive place with my emotions? Number 2. The next time I find myself in an unproductive emotional space, what is one thing I can do that helps me step away? Here it is again. The next time I find myself in an unproductive emotional space, what is one thing I can do that helps me step away? Third question, and the final one. What are 3 things I can do in 5 minutes or less that help me level up emotionally? What are 3 things I can do in 5 minutes or less that help me level up emotionally? Okay, I have a few clarifying points for these questions before you answer them. Add these to your notes if you think that it will help when you go to answer those 3 questions. So for question number 1, which is, how can I recognize when I am in a non-productive place with my emotions? I cannot tell you what non-productive looks like for you. This is for you and only you to define. As you answer the question, it might help for you to think about how your body feels when you're feeling that emotion, the thoughts you have when you're feeling it, or the behaviors you engage in, or perhaps the amount of time you spend processing. These may differ for different emotions, so go ahead and answer this question as fully as you can and in the way that makes the most sense for you. Okay, for question number 2. The next time I find myself in an unproductive emotional space, what is one thing I can do that helps me step away? Again, you may have different answers here for different emotions. The objective is to have awareness of the cues that tell you you're in a non-productive place before you get there, and have an extraction tool at the ready. So, question 1, you're defining what those cues are when you're in an unproductive place. And for this question, number 2, you're identifying the tool or tools that help you step away. Question number 3, what are 3 things I can do in 5 minutes or less that help me level up emotionally? Think about this. When you've stepped away from the unproductive place, how can you spend 5 minutes transitioning to feeling better? Depending on the emotion you were just stuck in, happiness might be way too far of a swing of your emotional pendulum. So think about just raising your emotional level, leveling up your emotions. For example, if you were spinning pretty far down in anger, how can you level up to slight frustration? The aim here is to gain distance from the unproductive place. More distance makes it easier to take a step back, examine your thoughts, and choose how you want to think and feel next. For kicks, here are 2 of my answers to this question. Spending 5 minutes dancing to my feel-good playlist, or potentially spending 5 minutes outside in nature, even if it's my own backyard. These are no-fail tools for me that help me level up my emotions and help me get to a place where I can clear my head to be able to recognize that I want to change my thoughts, which will change my feelings. We're going to wrap up here so that you can get on with your beautiful life. Spend time in your thinking spot with these 3 questions. If you feel like sharing your thoughts about this content or you have any questions for me, please reach out to me at Karli@823groupaz.com. And again, please share your thoughts and feedback with me. Thanks for listening to Flipside of Midlife. I'm Karli Newman, and I can't wait to have you here next time. If you like what you're hearing, I'd love for you to follow, subscribe, write a review, or rate on your favorite podcasting platform. You can always listen on my website, 823groupaz.com too. And I'd love for you to share this with your girlfriends. Hey, my friend, I'm relaunching my online course, Make Happy a Habit, in mid-September. This 5-week course helps you gain deep awareness and understanding of what makes you happy and teaches you how to intentionally inject more joy into your life without overwhelm, guilt, or waiting for someday. Head to my website, 823groupaz.com, to join the waitlist for the chance to sign up with early bird pricing and bonuses.